And I'm so excited to be here today. I'm really, really excited to be. Hold on, let's see. Let's do that. Okay, really, really excited to be back on IG. Hey, Instagram, it's been a while. Let me get all set up here. I'm gonna hide that. I'm gonna get this set up here. It's been such a while since I've been here on IG, trying to figure out kind of what's happening here. All right, we're going to do it next. We're going to do it this. All right, we are live. Things are well. Hang on, tell my followers. Oh, things are happening here. Hold on one second, guys. I'm good. How are you? How are you? How are you? IG is doing a new thing. I am seeing like this arrow, but I think I'm well. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that beautiful inspiration. I appreciate it. Hey, let's get into it. So excited to be back here on IG. You also may be catching me on, I'm like at Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. This is going everywhere. And so happy to come and talk about it. We will only be here, but for a brief moment of time. This was really put on my heart as we have officially landed on June 30th, 2022, which is the last day of the first half of the year. So wanted to check in with everybody. I had a message for everyone around like, why are we not seeing results? If you kind of came into 2022 after everything we saw, 2020, 2021, great big plans, great big dreams, and you've not seen them, I want to give you a couple tips on maybe why you haven't. But more so, actually, a couple tips on what you can do to get the momentum going. So that's why we're here. If you do not know me, let me briefly introduce myself. I am Delilah Bartlett. I am a leader of leaders. I do many things and I do them well. I am a corporate leader. I have built a fabulous career over 24 years. I like to say I went from making six figures. It's a whole story behind it, but I also own and operate a personal and professional coaching business where I'm really focused on getting women in their careers where they want to go. But I won't drill down into that. This message really is for everyone. You probably saw me come out on social media earlier today saying, why are you not seeing results, right? A mid-year check-in. So doing a mid-year check-in, and again, giving you a couple things that you can do as you're moving forward in the year. Tomorrow starts the last half of the year. If you've not seen the results that you wanted so far in 2020, 2022, here are two things that you can really get into to help you see those results. But before I go into that, follow me everywhere I am. Delilah's Downloads, DelilahBartlett.com will give you my biography and tell you a little bit more about me and some resources and tools that I provide so that you can be encouraged, empowered, and equipped to do the great big giant things that you're trying to do, right? Increase your income as well as your influence. That's what I'm here for. So let's get at it. Let's get at it. So two things that you can do as you transition to the last half of an awesome year of 2022. One thing that people that can get people stuck and that you should really focus on doing if you have not seen, sorry, that little braid is kind of getting on my nerves. If you have not seen the results that you're looking for in 2022, the change that you're looking for requires a change in behavior. One of the things that I am going to start to say, because it came to me, is if you want to see things done differently, you have to do something different. If you want to see things done differently, you have to do something different. Oftentimes we can want to will, we desire, all these things other than doing something different. And so the outcome that you want, the results that you want for that promotion, to start that business, to have healthier relationships, whatever it might be that you really aspire to do in 2022, one of the things that you're really going to have to do is change your behaviors. This can be, when I say doing something different, it could be a different group of people that you start to surround yourself with. Different parts of your routine may need to change. or different places. So environmentally, you can be exposed to a greater level of likeness or sameness in what you're aspiring to do. So number one thing that you should do differently in order to get something different is change your behaviors and actually do something different. The number two thing that you want to do as you're looking to make great impact and have great results here toward the end of 2022 is that you want to stand out, right? You want to stand out. You want to stand out from the clutter of the common, as that some folks like to say. You want to make sure that if you're doing a thing that people know you, there's a unique identifier about you. And there are a couple ways that you can do that. But one of the main reasons you want to do that is because you create value. You create value when you're standing out and you're not looking like everybody else. People value you differently. And so one of the things, had a recent encounter with a young lady, and she just blessed me. So just to be honest, she is working with me on a project that I'm looking to roll out here in the month of August into the month of September. And as we were working on the project just yesterday, one of the things she asked me was, we were getting into a point where I was having a bit of a pinch point in my schedule, and she asked, "Is there anything I can do to help?" What? Like, you're volunteering to do extra. You're volunteering to take something off my plate. You're volunteering to be a solution when I need a solution. That makes someone stand out. If you were to be in your work environment, say hypothetically, let's say it's a call center environment, just because I was born and raised in call centers. Let's say it's a call center environment and everybody's doing the same thing. I almost guarantee you that if you were to walk over to your leader in this particular environment and say, "Is there anything that I can do to help you?" They're first going to be back on their heels, but they're second going to look at you differently than they see everybody else who's doing the same thing all the time. And so this can be in your business if you need, if there are critical collaborations, key collaborations that you need in order to make this business, get this business up and running and successful. It may not be so much about you going to ask people for things, but more so about you going to stand out as a solution for them. How can I help you? And so those two things, as you go into the end of 2022, because it's the end, it's the last half of 2022. Let's be clear about that, because sometimes we can always think, "Oh, I got more time." No, time, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. And so your time is coming to an end as far as closing out 2022. And here's your opportunity. As you look at going from tonight into tomorrow, the end of 2022, make sure that you look at doing something differently. Identify one thing, even if it's, "I'm going to get up at a different time. And when I get up at a different time and it's a 10 minutes extra earlier, here's what I'm going to do with those 10 minutes." Right? I go into this in pretty much in great depth in my one-on-one coaching programs that I told you I own and operate a coaching business. I go in, this is one of the key components of creating the transformative change in the lives of people, changing behaviors. Even if it's that thing. Let's say, even if it's, instead of, you do the same thing 7 days a week or go the same place 7 days a week, go somewhere different on one of the days, right? Immerse yourself in a different environment, at least one of the days, right? If you're saying the same things, change one of the things you're saying. If you're always saying, "Oh, I get so tired at 3 o'clock," maybe now at 3 o'clock, you're saying, "I look forward to the burst of energy that I know is coming." Change something. In order to do things differently, you'll have to do something different. In order to get things that are different, you'll have to do something differently. I just love how that adverb and that whole thing plays together. Anyway, and of course, as we said, the other thing that you need to do is focusing on standing out. And you stand out by standing up and being a service to others. That is one of the best, most effective things you can do in order to stand out. I talk about standing out in other ways. You guys know I'm a results oriented. And so I talk about how to speak results in order to get results, and how to get results in order to speak results. That's a video somewhere here in my catalog. Feel free to go check it out somewhere. But here I am letting you know, in order to stand out, one of the ways you do that is by standing up and being a service unto others. My definition of success, if you've been around, you heard it. If you're not, welcome to the team, is that we are successful when we become our best, the best version of ourselves in service to others. It's all about everybody else. Believe me, your income opens up your influence, opens up your impact, opens up your name, opens up your brand, opens up because you are seen as a helper and a solution. But that's what I want to come talk to you guys about. Just check in, see what was going on, see what is going on here at the mid-year. I am open for any questions that you guys may have. If you have any questions on, hey, how can I better position myself for the year? If you have any questions about the 2 tips that I just levied, I am here for all of it. And if not, please take with you DelilahBartlett.com is a great place that you can go explore solutions for your career, solutions for your organization. Should you be in charge of an organization and need organizational transformation as far as culture, mindset shift. I focus on mindset and skill set shifts, elevations more so than just shifts because it's all about the upward mobility. I have a question, and so I'm going to come over here. Oh, hey, I'm so glad you were able to catch it. Thanks so much for joining. I'm going to go ahead and highlight you since you're here. Thank you so much for joining. But that is what I wanted to do. Again, we're at the very last day of the first half of the year. We're at June 30th. Half of the year is gone, and you've not gotten any results from the thing you wanted to do. Here are 2 things that are going to help you have better results as you enter the last half of 2022. That's what I have. Checking for questions. IG, I have to tell you, just seeing the screen, the IG screen, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad to be back in this space. Coaches have coaches. I have a coach who spoke to me about kind of, you know what, you're probably really more IG than anything. And so here I am, IG, because I don't just get information, I apply information. Applying information and knowledge is wisdom. So you can have all the information and knowledge that you can muster up because we're just consuming information everywhere we go. But how you apply it and if you apply it is where you become wise and exercise wisdom. I am exercising wisdom. I'm just dropping all kind of little nuggets today. Let me offer this up before I go. Another thing that will help you get the results that you desire here toward the end of 2022 is becoming more clear on what do you want to be known for? Asking yourself that question. In an area where there may be others, maybe some people even share the same title with you. What do you want to be known for? What mark do you want to leave? Focus on that as you're coming to build this solution. I'm not sure what it is that you're building for 2022, for which you only have 6 months left to do it, for which you're going to be working to stand out because you know that provides value, that shows that you're valuable, for which that you're going to be working to do something differently. That should be aimed to what do I want to be known for? How am I building my brand? How is this thing reinforcing my brand? I'm just saying a whole lot that I hadn't planned on saying. Just wanted to come give you guys the nuggets about checking in and 2 things that could really help you out. I'm sure I shared something here that was helpful. Make sure you're following me and you're sharing this opportunity and engagement with those that you love and care about because they can use it too. All right. I look forward to seeing you guys again in the near future. Have a great 4th of July holiday. Be safe, and I'll chat with you later. Take care.